Chris Godinez, licensed professional counselor, also the host of We Need to Talk on every Sunday at noon, and then I post these videos up to Facebook. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. The views and opinions stated herein are mine and mine alone. They do not represent the ACA, the APA, or any other therapist for that matter. Boom shakalaka done. I'd like to thank my sponsor, BetterHelp. BetterHelp. BetterHelp.com/Chris Godinez. They're an online therapy company. They are international. They have helped a lot of people. I'm really pleased. I've gotten really good feedback from people using them. They like their therapist. It's easy to use and it's affordable. So thank you, BetterHelp.com/Chris Godinez. Okay, on to the questions and stuff. Also, I want to remind you, I am doing touring this year, finally, after a pause. Thank you, COVID. So getting back into touring. So I am going to be on the East Coast this summer. So go to chrisgodinez.com and look up the appearances, and I'll have everything listed. So I'm going to be in multiple places. So anyway, there is that. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, all that sort of fun stuff. Okay, so today's question was, what is future faking? So abusers, narcissists in particular, antisocial, they do future faking. They, when they get together with you, they paint this beautiful picture of how it's going to be with them. It's like, oh, we're going to sail the Caribbean, and we're going to have this great life, and we're going to have 2.5 children and a beautiful house with a picket fence and this, that, and the other thing. They don't intend on doing any of that. They don't. So future faking is where they say they're going to do something, or they paint this beautiful picture and they get you to buy into it and get all excited about it. They have no intention of doing it. None. Zip, zero, zilch, nada. So what that is it's part of the love bombing. Now, is it normal for a couple to get together and kind of start imagining the future? Yeah, it is. But with a healthy, normal couple, there's no, what's the word I'm looking for? There's no agenda behind it. It's just kind of like we should talk about whether we want kids or not, or, we should talk about whether we want to travel or not, or, if we want dogs or cats or both, or dogs, cats, and kids, whoa, that type of thing. So, it's a madhouse, I tell you. So the more the merrier, I swear to God. Anyway, but what abusers do is there's an agenda behind their imagining. Okay. So it's this, how do I explain this? My dad would do this with my mom. And what he would do is, oh, well, when the kids are in college, I'm going to retire and you and I are going to travel. Well, we all got into college and he never retired, never traveled, nothing. Oh, well, when the kids are self-sufficient, and we were all self-sufficient because we all kind of went, I'm running my own life, thank you. But, oh, well, when the kids are self-sufficient, I'm going to retire and we're going to travel. We're going to do all these fun things. Nope, never happened. Never happened. The man died on a toilet. You know what I'm saying? So basically they say, oh, I'm going to do this, or we're going to do this, or this is how beautiful our life is going to be. And it's all faking. It's in the future. It's not going to happen. So when the future comes, oh, well, I was just talking about it. I was just, that wasn't real kind of thing. But to us, it was real because they were acting as if this was an actual goal. So future faking is where they do this really cool goal that they know we want. They do. They know it. My mom, all she wanted to do was travel, and not have to deal with the craziness that my dad was doing. So they know what we want. And so then they present it as, oh, we are going to do this. We're going to have this great life and we're going to do this. And we're going to have, the white picket fence and the 2.5 kids and we'll travel and you don't have to work. You can stay home with the kids. Okay. That's a form of future faking, because then when you do have the kids and you stay home, what do they start doing? Oh, well, why aren't you working? Why aren't you bringing in money? Why aren't you contributing? Why aren't you, blah, 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 blah. When they said you can stay home with the kids and raise them, right? So all of that is future faking because it's not real. So and how do you tell the difference? Well, okay, first of all, healthy people don't love bomb, okay? And healthy people don't immediately jump into talking about a future with somebody. Like, seriously, like what I've seen them do is they'll meet somebody, usually online, the target of abuse meets somebody online. They hook up with them, maybe sexually, maybe not, but they get together with them, and within a week, two, they're calling you boyfriend or girlfriend, and they're talking about things in the future as if you guys have been dating for like years. Okay. That's a huge red flag. So you don't talk about things in the future with somebody. You don't start planning things in the future with somebody when you just met them. You really, that whole courtship type time is for you to get to know the person. You don't even know if this is somebody you want to spend time with, but what a narcissist will do, what an abuser will do, is they will get the person into their little realm of influence, and they'll start love bombing, love bombing, love bombing, love bombing, love bombing. And part of the love bombing is getting the person to buy into, I am your soulmate. I am your twin flame. We're destined to be together. That's all future faking. That's all love bombing. That's all, getting you to buy into this. Oh, we are meant to be together, and we're going to get married, and we're going to have kids, and you've known the person for 2 weeks. Survey says, incorrect response. Please leave my island. Seriously, you don't know somebody in 2 weeks. You want to take your time dating, because there are so many disordered people out there. So it's future faking is when there's an agenda, and the agenda is they need you to buy into all of this crap so that you are waiting for that future to happen, so that you're going to stick with them so that this future happens. That future ain't never going to happen. They're not planning on it. They don't want it. They don't really usually. Oh, here's the worst one. I hear targets of abuse talk about how their abuser had in the very beginning, oh, I want children, I want this, I want that. And so they get into this relationship thinking that they're going to have kids, and then the person's like, no, I don't want kids. Well, now they're knee deep in this relationship and they don't want to leave the relationship. They do want children, but now they're like torn, because it's like they'll have to leave the relationship if they want kids. And then, this person denies that they ever said they wanted kids. I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy what they do. So the future faking is designed to get you to hook into their fantasy, and to stay with them. It's all part of that love, that first part of the relationship. All of that love bombing, all of that, oh, you're fabulous, you're wonderful, you're my twin soulmate, you're this, you're that, blah, blah, blah. Oh, we'll have children, and we'll have this great house, and you can stay home, or, whatever. And then none of that materializes. That's future faking. And that's a way to get you hooked, because you're waiting for this future to happen that is never going to happen. But they made us think it would. Or when the rubber meets the road and we're like pushing, it's like, well, wait a minute, you said you wanted oh, I never said that. Gaslighting. I never said that. I never said I wanted children. You don't remember that, right? What? No. Yeah, they'll do stuff like that. So be very careful when you are dating. It's like, listen, guys, slow is better. Slow is better. And if somebody is not willing to take their time and be slow, that's a huge red flag. That really, if they're like pushing, and want you to be their girlfriend or boyfriend within a week or two, or even a month or two, that's a huge red flag. That is really something to look at, because honestly, you don't know the person. You really don't. And you need time to figure out who the person is and who you are with them and all of that stuff. They don't know you. You don't know them. Okay? But they try to give that impression that, oh, we've already shared all of this stuff, so we know everything about each other. No, you don't. No, you don't. Traveling with somebody is a great way to know whether it's a good person to travel with in life. Tell you what, how they treat waiters, how they treat people that can do nothing for them, that tells you everything you need to know. So, they future fake, and it's part of the love bombing, and it's push. And they'll be talking about things that you wouldn't be talking about in a healthy relationship until about a year, when things are really serious, and you're like, oh, this is a person I could see spending my life with. Okay. This is a person I might want to have babies with. Okay. But that's not for like a year. So if you're doing it within the first 2 months, no, slow the hell down. So the future faking all happens in the very beginning, because they are in a rush to get you hooked. They want to get that oxytocin going. They want to get you hooked to that person. They want to get you, living for this future that's never going to happen. So that's future faking. And it's part of the love bombing, and it's a way to keep the target of abuse going. So like, and if it looks like you're leaving, they'll bring it back up again. Oh, well, but we're going to do this. Well, when? When are we going to do this? This is not, you know what I'm saying? So it's different with a healthy couple, because in a healthy couple, they've dated like just as friends for like at least a year, and just kind of gotten to know each other. And does sex happen? Yeah, I'm sure it will. I would prefer you wait though for a while, because that's another way they like to try to hook people with the oxytocin. They want to have sexual relationships immediately and often, because they want to get that bonding going. So you've got to be really careful. It's like, listen, I know everybody wants to have sex and everything like that, and sex is a good thing and I like it and I'm all for it. But be careful, because that is one way that abusers get the target of abuse to be addicted to them. Talked about that on Monday. So you want to go slow. Take your time. Pay attention to what they're saying. If it sounds too good to be true, and if it seems a little early, like premature, like you've been dating for a month and they're already talking about having your children, what? You may want to reevaluate that. So that it very well could be a form of future faking. So there it is. Take your time. If they don't want to slow down, then there's your sign. It's a person. Listen to me now, believe me later. You are worth every minute of your life. And if somebody is worthy of you, they will recognize your worth, and they will slow down, and they will take their time, and they will learn who you are. That's a healthy relationship. If they're like, no, it has to be pushed down now, you need to be my girlfriend, you need to be my boyfriend, we need to be married, we need to have kids, oh, hell no. Slow down. Really learn who this person is. Let them really learn who you are. And if they're a narcissist, or if they're an abuser, they're going to push lots of future faking. Oh, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, we're going to have kids really early on. Like, those conversations should not even be happening until the relationship is literally talking about walking down the aisle or doing some sort of partnership or whatever. But I mean like a year later, not 2 months into it. So a lot of times they'll do that too. Oh, I've met you and you're the one, and let's get married 2 months into it. Negatory. You make them wait. You make them wait so that you can see whether this person is real or not. And don't ignore the red flags, and do pay attention to future faking. Do pay attention to that, oh, this glorious future that's going to happen, but you know what I'm saying? And especially, like I said, if they're only doing it after having met you like 2 weeks into it, 2 months into it, and they're talking about all this future stuff, it's like, wait a minute, you don't even know who I am, really, So take your time. Take your time. Trust your gut. So don't fall for the future faking. Just because it sounds good doesn't mean it is good. So you've really got to buyer beware. You've just got to be careful. So anyway, there that is. All right. On Sunday, I will be talking to Marsha Diane. We will be talking about trauma. We're going to be talking about a course that she is doing as a life coach to help people with trauma. So tune in on Sunday. And remember, we've got the time change. I totally forgot about that. So it's going to change from 11 and 2, so 11 a.m. East Coast time and 2 p.m. West Coast time to now, no, wait a minute, I got that backwards. 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. East Coast time. Now it's going to change to 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. East Coast time, because everybody else changes time. Arizona doesn't. I always get massively confused, but it's going to be 12 o'clock Pacific time in Oregon or Arizona time, like it always is. And then 3 p.m. East Coast time. So there it is. All right, guys, I will talk to you on Sunday. Bye.